What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the F1 23 Mobile Racing Career Mode. We are here for episode number 2 today for the Spanish Grand Prix in Season 1. If you guys did miss a previous episode, the first one of many in this series, definitely be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. A very interesting episode, as we claimed our first point as well of our series, so hoping to look forward and look ahead then to some more points finishes, potentially for the AlphaTauri team, as we make our way towards the circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya, Verstappen, Perez, Stroll, Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Ocon, and Piastri, completing the top 10 as we make our way down the main street to start our one and only qualifying lap here. DRS wide open as we make our way down the main straight towards turn 1 here. Don't think that Barcelona has gone the more recent updated layout. They have changed the layout with that new flowing turns 9 and turn 10 there, but I don't think they included that last turn just yet, so we'll see how that plays out in the end. And as we make our way then towards the start of Sector 2, so far the car is feeling pretty decent here, 24.181 as our first sector time here, and it's a green first sector, so not a purple one, so let's see where we're going to finish up here as we make our way out of turn, I think that's 6, or turn 5, and then to the next two chicanes here. I think this is turn 6 and turn 7. Carry the speed in nice and easy then through the corners, then flat out through turn 7 here. DRS zone incoming, as the sign says. DRS wide open as we make our way down this straight towards the turns 9 and turn 10. The new updated layout, this is the first time you guys are seeing this on the channel, because I don't think we were able to do that last in F1 22, but well, there it is for the first time, and hopefully they'll add this new layout then to this new game as we come into the chicane then for the first time here. It's getting actually a pretty decent run there through that corner. Let's see how that's going to affect our lap time. We have had a second purple sector here, 32.901, so as we come charging towards the line, where this is going to put us on the grid here. 25.06 is the last sector, and it's 5th place, which is not too bad then, considering our car behind Verstappen, Perez, Stroll, and Leclerc, but ahead of Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Russell, and Ocon. So that's a pretty decent starting position for us then for this Spanish Grand Prix. So let's hope we can convert it into some points then for the race as we go to the grid. Verstappen, Perez, Stroll, Leclerc, us, Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Ocon, Piastri, Gasly, Magnussen, Albon, Guanyu, Bottas, Norris, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and De Vries round out the grid here for this Spanish Grand Prix. 5 red lights then, and it's lights out, and away we go then for the Spanish Grand Prix in Season 1. Hamilton gets a decent start along with Alonso and Sainz, luckily managing to block those two Spanish compatriots here as we make our way down towards turn 1. Then not getting the greatest start there. We actually were held there for quite a bit of time. Nearly false start there. Luckily managing to just about get away with it as we seesaw the wheel here around those first 2 corners. And now through turn 3, Hamilton a good ways ahead. He's about a second ahead of us right now at the moment. And Sainz, he's trying to come around us, going around the outside. That Ferrari is so quick in the straight line here. But we just managed to keep him at base for now. We're trying now to focus on looking ahead and trying to catch Hamilton if possible. Remember, he's in the Mercedes though, so if he does pass us, if he does prove to be too much of a challenge, we might just back out of it, because that Mercedes is so much better compared to the AlphaTauri. Remember, the AlphaTauri is pretty much the worst car on the grid here at the moment, so we'll see how that plays out. But Hamilton doesn't get the greatest runs out of turn 7. We have a slipstream here. We're going to pull to the inside here and go on the inside up into P5 then, and now tucked up behind Charles Leclerc here in the Ferrari here. We actually have a pretty decent run through these 2 corners. We're trying to get the undercut line here to come into the chicane. I'm thinking about going for a move on the inside, but I back out at the last second here. Just making sure we don't try to put ourselves in an unnecessary crash here. To get a bit of a corner cut, that's going to put us at a disadvantage down this main street. Because Hamilton, he's going to fly past us here. There's nothing we can really do about it. We try to tuck into the slipstream here for a bit of extra speed boost then. And you can clearly see the raw power of the Mercedes is just pushing him away from us at the moment here. But the fight is not over yet. This is only lap 2 here, and I still do think we can probably get Hamilton for P5 as we come into the right-hand here. Picking up the slipstream now as we now make our way towards turn 4 here. Verstappen still leads the way. I'm not sure how the pecking order. I think the pecking order still stands at the moment. We still got, I think, Verstappen, Perez, Stroll, and Leclerc here in the top 4, and then also got me and Hamilton deking it out then for P5 there to make a bit of contact. It's pretty much pushing him through that next turn here. Alonso, he's not that far behind either, so if we start tripping up on each other, then Alonso's going to starting to pick up the scraps here as we now make our way into the right-hander we go. Let's see if we can get a nice run. And again, Hamilton doesn't get the cleanest of runs through that corner here, picking up the system here, pulling to the inside, and going to go on the inside into the left-hander here. Last of the late breakers, then up into P5, and actually touching the outside asphalt there a little bit. That's not what you want to do in this game here. That'll slow you down pretty massively. Coming into the right-hander here, third gear, then now into the chicaning for the second time in last gear. Picking, well, an interesting line after the car skipped over the curb there a little bit. Kind of unsettled the car as we now make our way down the main straight then towards the start of the final lap then of this Grand Prix. Looking behind to see where Hamilton's going to be as we now make our way then towards turn 1. We're going to block him on the inside here. Hamilton's going to try to think about going to the inside. I don't think he's going to go for the move. Like I said, when we're tripping up on each other, Alonso's going to try to pick up the scraps. Alonso and Hamilton go side by side into the first corner there. I think Hamilton just gets the better of him, but look at the gap we've already created to him just by doing that over a second, or just under a second, as we now make our way into turn 4 then on to the right-hander here. 23.611, excuse me for that, as we really got on the limit there into turn 4 here, and we now try our best to just finish this very strong. Don't think we'll be able to catch Leclerc here. He is quite a bit of ways ahead, so unless he makes a mistake or, you know, he somehow gets caught up in battle again, I think we'll have to set up a feed for P5, which, don't get me wrong, I will take any day, because in an AlphaTauri, it's going to be hard to get up into the top 10, so we got to take all these points finishes as best as we possibly can. 32.874 though as our second sector, so actually finding some decent pace, and you can see we are catching Leclerc here at a pretty decent pace here, so if we probably had another lap, we probably could have gone down chasing Leclerc and Stroll. The Red Bulls, I mean, they're just way too far ahead there. DRS zone incoming them, so we do manage to get in that DRS window, DRS wide open, as we come our way towards the line there. Verstappen's going to win the Grand Prix here. We're going to come home in P5 and take the fast lap just on the last lap there, behind Verstappen, Paris, Stroll, and Leclerc, but ahead of Hamilton along with Sainz, Ocon, and Russell. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.